Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to this candle wax and card reading. This is going to be all about next year. We have three bowls for you to choose between today. Okay, so a little bit of a treat. I'm doing the three bowls. Right, so we are going to select an angel number that's going to help you select your reading. So pile 1 is 222. Pile 2 is 777 and pile 3 is 999. I am going to get straight into your readings. I'll see you at yours. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading all about next year, whatever wants to come out. You chose 222 alignment, focus on what you want. You are in the right place at the right time. Okay, let's pop that there. I'm going to start with your candle wax and you have the pink candle. I'm hearing right away that there's energy connecting to memories, okay, and memory in general. I'm seeing that there's energy of improvement when it comes to your memory in some way, and I'm seeing that this connects to having certain goals and challenges that are going to kind of grow your mind, right? And it's also helping your memory in some way. So what I also have from that for you, pile 1, is that there's going to be memories that will be healing, okay? There's healing connected to improvement in your memory and having a better memory, and also making new memories, okay? And I just see that this is significant for you because there's something here about, to a degree, being able to have a redo, do something over again, but it's not the same thing, okay? And what I mean by that is that there's opportunities that are going to be showing up for you next year that you will think, oh, that's very similar to what I've been through before. I've always wanted that, but yet this feels different, okay? And you're going to have new emotions, new feelings, new thoughts, and new memories, as I say, connected to that, okay? So for you next year, this is all about you making those memories that matter to you and doing things your way, okay? I also see here for you, bowl 1, that there is going to be improvement again when it comes to your stability. I did see that there is like a little the energy I have is like a rodent, okay? Though the energy coming from this rodent is like to never give up. How a rodent can kind of, you know, get through difficult like walkways, or, you know, a rodent can kind of be hard to catch, right? So also I'm seeing this be you. You're going to also be hard to catch during next year, getting hold of you, because you're really going to be doing the things that you want to do. It's quite a self-focused energy, but it's a healthy self-focused energy, and it's also about you having independence and freedom. So getting back to this like rodent energy, yeah, I'm seeing you find like a way over things, through things, right? There's persistence energy. I also have energy here of writing. Some of you can be a writer, and I'm also seeing that it's connecting to that sense of rewriting your story. And I also have that there's an energy of planning. So there's a lot of planning that's going to be taking place for you during next year. Okay, bowl 1? I'm hearing fixtures. So fixtures, that's connected to the home. So like fixing things, it's going to be a year of fixing things in your environment, in your home particularly. Getting things fixed, okay? And the guidance is that it's important to do from the small things to the big things when it comes to fixing things, because this is ultimately putting you into alignment. And it's releasing that which you are wanting and desiring. very much so here, those of you that chose this reading, it's like you have that blank slate, so to speak, right? You hold the paintbrush. Some of you can also be painters here as well, and you get to paint your destiny. You get to paint your path. And also this tells me that, yes, there is some indication of healing when I touched on this memory and like healing memories, though there's also energy here that you will have healed. You will have let go of certain cycles, certain people and situations, and you're going to feel stronger about them. You're going to feel stronger. You're going to feel less triggered next year. Yeah, I'm hearing where there's a will, there's a way. Some of you here, I'm seeing that a sign for you can be noticing moths, okay? Seeing moths and having that connection to, you know, the nighttime. Some of you can be a night owl here. But the moth is like this energy of transformation and working, healing with your darker side, like your dark feminine, dark masculine, you know, the energies that are from the shadow. Some of you here can even have a journal with a moth on. I'm being drawn to the energy of like a hat. I'm seeing a person with a hat and hold their hat out. It's almost like a gesture, like an offering here. So I'm seeing that for some of you, you're going to have offers here. And this is of a romantic nature. Someone is putting out their hat to you. They're wanting to give to you, okay? This is new. This is new. You haven't met this person. And also hats are significant. You may like to wear hats as well. You're going to buy a particular hat. Like I am seeing that of like a cowboy's hat, you know, like a or a sombrero, like it's a bigger hat, right? This can also connect to different cultures as well. It's not just about aesthetics and fashion. There's cultural aspects to these types of hats. Yes, I'm being drawn to parts of Latin America, and those little, well, they're not little, but like bowl hats, black, and so somehow that's connected in some way here. And I also see that next year you'll be getting more in touch with your roots. That can connect to what I just shared as well. And amulets are significant. I'm seeing you get a new amulet next year. This amulet is inscribed with something here. So you're going to be connecting to yourself, like to your higher self, to your roots. I'm seeing like the image of chakras and they're all aligned, you know, they're all in balance here. So next year is about a year of balance for you. I'm hearing that chickens are significant in some way, okay? Lots of chickens. And what I'm getting from that is that this is indicating having some type of wealth coming to you next year. And there's significance connecting to the eggs, like the eggs that chickens lay. So like all your eggs will be getting laid next year. It's like this kind of energy. The eggs are representing, you know, the birth of your manifestations, the birth of what belongs to you by divine right. Things feel very clear here. Things feel light as I'm doing the reading. There's not a pushback. So also expect things to get easier when it comes to applying for things, processing things, journeys, okay? Next year is a year of less delay, less interference, because of the work you are doing and have been doing. I'm seeing here what resembles the tree of life, okay? The tree of life is representing protection. This is also energy of the stability that I was touching on here. I see that here there is a bunch of buildings, okay, but these buildings have certain architecture, okay. They are thin and then they have like a kind of rounded top, and there's multiple buildings like this, okay. So some of you can be in a part of the world where there's buildings like that. You're going to travel to a part of the world like that, and I am seeing in my mind's eye different languages, different kinds of alphabets. So some of you here, you can also be learning a new language next year, as well as using a language that you have more next year, okay? And also it's indicating, you know, it's a sign for you to connect to the reading that you are a multiple language speaker. I also hear, and I'm being drawn back to the memory and the mind area, like you think with your left part of the brain, or it's something like this, or your, is it neuroplasticity is the word? Like you have a very, like your mind is like a sponge, and there's been some kind of disruption with that, and that's why there's this emphasis at the beginning of the reading about memory and, you know, improving, because actually that's your natural default, right? You know, being able to switch from different languages, or, you know, even just knowing how to easily work out formulas. Yes. So give yourself grace, give yourself time, because I just had that little bit of frustration come in there about the mind, and I'm not, you know, my mind is not sharp, but it's going to be. Yeah, candle wax. What's this? It looks like a sloth or an orangutan hanging from this part of the candle wax with one arm, like swinging along in the jungle. Yeah, like Tarzan. Tarzan can be significant, or, you know, jungle, this part of the world, but also like fables connecting to the jungle, okay? And I see this as the energy of overcoming, you know, being able to swing, you know, how monkeys can do that with ease, right? And sloths, they can move fast when they need to. Gonna have to let that go. Right. Let's take a look at your bowl. I'm seeing a small baby here, okay, so this is representing also having new projects, and also, you know, the starting of new projects, the starting of new goals, all right? And also, interestingly, the baby here is representing new journeys, okay? So there's going to be travel for you, and with it being a new baby, it's travel to a place you've not been before for many of you, okay? It's completely new, and that's really the overall energy for you that chose this reading. It's all about the new next year. Yes, it's a new year, but it actually is about the new for you, okay? Doing things that you've not done before, and also there's a connection to water here. Some of you are traveling on water as well for some of these journeys, and being close by water. I'm just hearing Sagittarius. So fire signs can be significant, though you don't have to be a fire sign, but it's also indicating that energy of things happening, right? Fire is that action energy, and to a degree quick, right? It's the quickness, it's the instantaneousness of things. So also expect things to be happening quite quickly and simultaneously. Even, you know, being open to like last minute journeys. There's like an energy here of you kind of being open. Again, that sense of doing something you've not done before, right? Yeah, I'm seeing a beaver here, okay? So similar energy to that rodent energy. You know, the beaver, they're a very powerful animal, right? They really look after their young, and they also can build. They build their dams in water, you know, on water, and they do that piece by piece, and that's their home, right? Even with water rushing where they are. So again, it's this sense of perseverance, persistence, and achievement. You know, the beaver and that rodent energy, this is you getting it. This is you getting it, okay? I'm also seeing in my mind's eye like big win. So some of you, you're having a big win here. And it's not just financially speaking. This is also like justice energy as well. Like, you know, being shown. Some of you are going to see in real time justice for you. And yes, spiritual justice is the stronger energy with that, okay? All right, I'm going to get you some cards, bold one. Let's start with the fortune cards. Let's get a couple of cards here. Next year for you, what else? Wow, yeah. Clover, the dog, and the whip. Yeah, hard times are going to be over. Hard times are coming to an end. Look, and the whip is perseverance. It's the energy that I was seeing, right? The whip is like doing something over and over and over again, even to the point of, you know, it can start to feel like it's taken over, but there's also the other side of that. It's not always negative, because to get something done, to achieve something, right, you're going to take action steps at some point, sometimes lots of them. So it's hard work paying off. And here, you know, this is representing blessed energy. This is also luck, right? Having a stroke of good luck, but it's more than once. The dog is representing happiness, happy times, good friendships, okay? So some of you here next year, you're going to have new friends. There will be a strengthening of the friends you already have, okay? And a community. I'm seeing you be popular, okay, next year, even though that there's very much so you doing what you want to do and independence here and having freedom. But I still see you enjoying connections that are aligned with you, right? Alignment, 222. Focus on what you want. You'll just be spending time with people that you want to spend time with, okay? Yeah. And I also have to say, with the whip being beside the dog, I have that there is a quarrel. Okay, there's energy of a quarrel that's going to be sorted out, or at least I'm seeing that for you, you already dealt with something here in regards to a particular person, but there's going to be some kind of gesture here, a reconciliation kind of energy. And I'm being more drawn to platonic here so far, all right? But there is a mending of something here, okay? At least you will have the opportunity, or that will come up for you. It may not even be viewed as an opportunity for you, since I'm seeing that you're moving forward, like you're looking forward, right? On the bottom of the deck, the mouse, so there's that rodent energy. Yeah. The man. Yeah, so this could be a man, you know, who is also going to be coming into your life and who is coming back towards you to rectify something here for, you know, to reconcile. But I have to say as well, you know, a dog is a man's best friend, and there's this sense of you also learning to be your own best friend as well. And some of you here, you either, I'm seeing here that there is like a new pet coming into your life. There's a new animal as well for some of you. Yeah. And some of you can already have a dog, and it's like you and your dog, you know, you and your pet. Right, let's see what else. The bear, yeah. So also the connection, this is the strengthening energy, right? The bear, protection. This is also like contracts, business as well. So some of you here, this can be representing connections, you know, people that will be a part of projects and also business here. Some of you, when it comes to the freedom, independence, you're deciding to be like literally financially independent and have your own money, but like it's through your own means, right? I don't see you having an employer like some of you. Okay, it won't be for everyone. You will be your own boss. You will be a leader. And we've got the woman. And you know, I saw that before, but I shuffled again because it didn't really come out. But look, now it's there. So there are two people coming together here in union, yeah, in harmony. Look, we've got the flowers, absolutely. And one that's going to last. And you know, the flowers themselves, this is happiness. Again, you know, it's all about happiness. You being happy. Wow. Beautiful. Let's get you a Moonology card. Cleansing, yeah, yeah. Wow. Yes. Cleansing. Yeah. So a couple of things from this. When I look here, this looks like mint. Okay, so mint we know is about money being minted, literally. But also, you know, mint here, it's also telling me that it's about that freshness, right? Freshness and renewal. Okay. And we have like this prism with the colors of the rainbow. So this represents that balancing of the chakras that I saw in my mind's eye before, and confirms that, and getting clear. Okay, cleansing, it's that similar energy to getting clear, right? It's the step, the process, the ritual you need to take to be able to feel clear, be clear. So I'm seeing that next year will also be a year of emphasis on cleansing. You'll be very focused on doing that as well, and continuously clearing, but it's not going to be something that you'll have to constantly have your attention on, because I'm seeing your vibration, right? Your vibration is rising, right, with this alignment energy. So it's actually going to be easier. It will be quicker. You will have like your ritual, your way of doing things, but it will be constant in the sense that it's ongoing in the background and you needing to do it. But what I mean is it's just not going to take up all your energy, versus how I feel it has been. Cleansing and clearing away. By spending time doing things you want and around the people that you want to be around, that's also a form of cleansing. Okay, that was your reading. I do hope you enjoyed that today, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Bye bye for now. Hello Bowl 2, welcome to your reading. You chose 777, luck. Your wishes are coming true. Wonderful things are about to happen. Let's start with your candle works, whatever wants to come out. I'm hearing be ready. Be ready. So I have an energy here of you're already preparing for next year currently. I'm seeing boxes in my vision, okay, boxes being packed, and I have 3 here. So I'm seeing that there is energy of something occurring for you within 3 months. This can connect to the packing that I'm seeing. There can certainly be a moving here, and I have energy of an adventure, okay. I'm seeing like a koala bear here. So koala bears can be significant. This can connect to where you are in the world. And also, you know, I know that koala bears, they love eucalyptus. So I'm seeing that some of you, this could be a favorite scent of yours. Okay, but eucalyptus is also about purifying and purification. So I'm seeing that next year, and especially where there is this move, this is also reflecting a sense of purification and purifying in your life, and it's going to be changing your luck. Your change of location is changing your luck. Now for some of you, this is also about traveling to a place back and forth more than once. Okay, I'm seeing you have a reason for, like a reason, an attachment for going back and forth to a place, but this place is bringing you luck. This can also be indicating that you have certain placements here, and astrologically speaking, and certain like moments, well, not moments, rather periods that you're approaching in your astrological chart, okay. And you know, I hear it's like an era of luck. I also see someone going from being quite pale to now getting their color back. So, you know, there is a physical representation as well of you getting this luck back, or, you know, just being lucky, right? And feeling like you're back on track. So from that physical standpoint, getting the color back in your face, yes, I'm seeing like really nice rosy cheeks, you know, healthy face. So there's like vitality here. Next year is going to be a year of vitality for you. I'm seeing a person running. You don't have to be a runner, but it's this sense of, you know, kind of taking actions towards your vitality, and at least you're gonna have the energy to feel like you want to run for miles and miles and miles, okay? Your energy is gonna be amplified here. I'm also seeing that the color orange is significant for you, and moving into next year even more so. This is the energy connecting to our sacral chakra, okay? Sacral chakra energy, creativity, sensuality, okay? So I'm seeing you kind of get in touch with your inner passions even more so next year. Yeah. I'm hearing that clay, pottery can be significant. Certainly, you know, passions that may require using your hands, some type of crafting here, okay? And also, you know, I'm hearing like plant mom, plant dad, you know, something like that, you know, just I'm seeing like working with the energy of plants, having more plants in your home as well. But also it's like your environment, okay? So outside of the home, I'm seeing you be exposed to more nature and different plants, okay? So this is also telling me that when it comes to this move, okay, relocation, and also those of you that it's about just traveling back and forth, it's going to be a place that has very very different fauna, plants to where you are now, that look very unique. And also I'm seeing from a medicinal, like herbal medicinal standpoint, some of you here will be incorporating that more in your life next year as well. Some of you may be a herbalist already, you know, or you're going to be training in that. This is also connecting to that passion energy. Yeah, so I'm seeing a dolphin here. So dolphins can be significant, and I associate dolphins with getting wishes, okay? Wishes, and also, you know, I have energy from this dolphin connecting to like the higher realms. Some of you here can certainly have a connection, you know, to water spirits. And this also tells me that some of you will see dolphins in some way. Either this is, you know, literal, you're going to see them in real time, but they can just be in paintings, you know, even someone walking and they have a t-shirt with a dolphin on. You may even own a t-shirt with a dolphin. It's very specific, with a dolphin on. But the energy I get from it is that it's also connecting to, yes, water spirits and, like, you know, siren energy here, mermaids. Yeah, strong Pisces energy coming forward, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, especially Venus signs here. Some of you are going to be kind of stepping into more of your water energy as well next year. So where you don't have to be a water sign, of course, it's not for everyone, but it's like embodying that, because, you know, water is flow, right? Water is money. Water is malleable. It's, you know, it's like a shapeshifter kind of energy. So there's certainly very much so like an indication of a glow up here, but it is very much so from a spiritual standpoint. So I'm hearing gold. Okay, gold is significant in some way. I'm seeing either you're getting a new piece of gold, like gold, a new gold item. Let me get my words out. But also this is representing investment. Okay, so not just literally investing in gold or something like that, or gold jewelry. It's also representing the energy of having investment. Okay, so with this luck, I'm seeing you kind of be lucky. I'll just put my disclaimer, you know, it's not financial advice or anything like that, but it's the energy of, okay, like striking while the iron's hot, and being able to obtain things that will actually bring you some good luck again, you know, for some time. Like, you're just gonna come across it exactly at the right moment. And of course, yes, some of you, you know, it is about actually having gold. And I see someone here who likes to wear gold a lot. They even can have like a big chain. But this big chain is also like spiritual as well. Some of you, you may have like a huge, you know, holy medallion. You know, you may have a saint, a patron saint, a huge medallion, a sigil, but it's big. I just see that. There's like a lot of wealth here, and it's a lot of spiritual wealth too. I'm hearing don't worry about them. So whoever needed to hear that, don't worry about them. Perhaps you feel you're leaving people behind, or you're but actually it's not from a standpoint of it's necessarily people you want to have in your life, but perhaps you feel that they won't go away, something like this. But I just hear don't worry about them. Yeah, some of you could be not wanting to necessarily be found in your new place, your new location. You don't really want people to have access to that. And I just heard, why should they? Why should they know about my new life or where I'm going next? And yeah, so just keep it in mind, okay? This can be like that of monitoring spirit energy, okay? Yeah, I'm seeing a winged being in your bowl here, okay, which represents, you know, a guide, an angel, an ethereal being here, okay, but certainly it's like a winged being. I always see them as being protection and like the wings of protection. okay? Yeah. I'm hearing, I want my home, I want my own home. Like there's an emphasis on home coming forward now. So yeah, someone is just ready, okay, who's been drawn to this reading, like I just want my home now, or I want to feel like I'm home, right? Like it's this kind of energy and something that's yours. Taurus energy can also be significant, you know. Earth sign energy here, Capricorn, Virgo, in the big three placements, especially rising. Yeah. Dragonflies can also be significant, okay? That can be a sign for you, especially when it comes to, you know, the next place you will move to and travel to. I see that dragonflies will be local, like they will be there, okay? That will be a sign for you. And dragonflies, they represent, you know, abundance. They represent, you know, positivity, and also a sense of things coming together and falling into place, okay? And they're very much so connected to the earth realm, right? Earth beings, the fairy realm. Yeah. Some of you, where you'll be next, it's gonna have a magical element to it, okay? I'm seeing it, it can have a very strong folklore, strong cultural ties and spiritual ties. It stands out for that, you know, like we have certain places in the world that are like just known for their miracles even, right? So there can even be that where you'll be traveling back and forth to. And for some of you, with the traveling back and forth, it does connect, it's just coming forward now to work opportunities, okay? So some of you will be traveling for work. I'm hearing lifestyle, so some of you may be a lifestyle. You may guide people with their lifestyle in some way, you're going to next year, but also it's like you're having the lifestyle, you know, you're getting the lifestyle that you want. You're making that happen. I'm seeing here a statue of a Buddha. It's facing forward, so that can connect to some of you here, can be significant in some way. What I get from that energy is very peaceful, and also an energy of detachment. So somewhere that is assisting you, like being detached, or somehow, you know, dealing with attachments here as well. But it's peaceful coming from that, and certainly, you know, some of you here, that can be your beliefs, your spiritual practice here. Okay. And can also be you're from that part of the world and where you will travel as well. But that's not for everyone, of course, just it is there. Right, let's get you some cards. Some cards here. What else would like to come out? The owl, the whip, the key. Yeah. Okay, so, you know, straight to the point here, bowl 2. People are going to be talking about you. All right, they're going to be gossiping, the owl and the whip, about your move, about your travel, about you having good luck. right? About you having a glow up here. And this is the people, the energy, like, don't worry about them, okay? But they're going to be talking about you. That's that monitoring spirit energy. It's, you know, it's like we say, new levels, new devils, right? So it comes with it, but it doesn't have to dictate anything. Yeah, someone who acts like they're a sister. This can of course be biological as well, but it's just, I have it's more so like, you know how you can say like, oh, that's my sister, but you know, it's just a friend. There's something here about sister that connects to this energy, okay? Tower, yeah, you're protected. But also this is guidance to protect what's yours, right? Revoke that access. Keep things to yourself. Move in silence. Don't let people know your next move or even have a hint of what's happening next, especially where you have an online presence, you know? I'm not saying you have to hide or anything like that, because no, why should you? But it's just for you to be aware that yes, that is happening. You know, people are trying to see, and they're trying to get past your protection. So keep that in mind, right? They're trying to break that down. I'm not going to say here right away, oh, like there's something that's going on here with magic. I don't have my confirmation of that, but this can just be the type of magic that, you know, people do in the material world, in the sense of, right, they're just, you know, they're making fake profiles. They're doing those kind of things, right? Technological, I guess we can say technological magic. I don't know, interference, whatever. Right, but what I'm saying is I'm not seeing like a, you know, well, I'm not seeing a kind of magic in my mind's eye, because when I see it, I see what it is, and then I know specifically, right? Yeah, see, it's a woman, confirmation. So very much so, it's a woman, someone in their feminine energy, you know, particularly who is kind of watching you, right? Yeah, there we have the family tree. Stability, protection. This is also to do with financial protection as well. So I'm seeing you kind of focus on that next year, is like really focusing on your financial protection. Okay, pile 2. It's going to be successful for you. Planting your seeds of abundance that will flourish. Yeah. And also this is like very specific and to the point as well, but don't borrow money to someone. Don't. This person, okay, and it certainly can be more than one, and it might not just be a woman for everyone or a feminine energy in this instance, right? But this is what's coming out the strongest. They will try and like delay your positivity, your move, interfere with your new work and what you've got going on and your goals, by trying to access your finances, like. And it's not even that they necessarily need it, but they know if they're getting money from you, it's like, well, it's less money in your pocket. So how will you be able to achieve your next step? Right? It's like that. The bottom of the deck, letters, yeah. So you've got some important mail coming, important news, updates. This is also email. So pay attention to that, because some of this is official documentation for you to move. You're traveling, signing of contracts here. All right. So keep an eye out. Check your junk mail. Be ready to, you know, read the fine print. Make sure it's all in order. Right. Let's get you a Moon Oracle card. Take a risk. Moonflower. Yeah. The open road. Open road. And also there's that sigil energy, that, you know, having like an amulet or something engraved here. That's what we saw in the bowl, if I'm correct. The moon's reflection, wow, and she's got gold earrings in. I love this card. They're all beautiful, but you know, this is just beautiful. Yeah. Accept responsibility, right? Yeah. Empowering. Empowering. Take a risk, accept responsibility. The Let's get you one more. Yeah. Here, this accept responsibility, I'm getting it's coming from a place of, you know, I'm hearing I just should never have started. I just should never have started with that person or a situation. You know, I'm not laughing at that, but it's just, it's this sense of, you know, to a degree, you're also looking at it from that standpoint, as in, wow, the odds were already against me. That's why I have that reaction. Yeah, night moon, shadow work, see that? And that's that accept responsibility. And it's from a place of freeing yourself, right? It's not to say that whatever someone else did is okay. No, it's not okay. Right? But you need to be able to move on and move forward. So there's like a gutting here, right? A gutting of everything. And that can only come when we accept responsibility, just for us, right? For ourselves. We're not talking about others here. Yeah, because your intuition is spot on. Did you listen to it? Yeah, we all been there. We all been there when we knew, right? In that moment, I should leave this alone. But it's okay, because that's part of the process. We live and we learn. All right, pal 2, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed that today, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Bye-bye for now. Why am I hearing Deck the Halls? Is someone playing Christmas music? Deck the halls. I'm not even going to try and sing it. I don't know all the words. But hey, welcome to your reading, both 3. All about next year. Let's light your candle. Yeah, I'm seeing like mistletoe and holly. So yeah, someone can be preparing for the Christmas period of the year, Yule, right? Celebrating the year coming to an end as they're watching this video. Yeah, that's nice, like seeing what's coming in for you while you're decorating and making things nice. Yeah, there's a very homely and happy feeling, and I just suddenly feel very emotional. Excuse me, I just got back sidetracked there. 999 is your card. Release. Time to start a new journey. Let go of what's no longer serving you. Okay, so a little side note, I got distracted there, so also bold 3, those of you that chose this pile, pay attention to distractions. Also, I'm now seeing like lots of lights that have been stored and now they're having to be unraveled. Okay, so someone can be putting up lights here. But also what this tells me is you're going to be getting to that needle in the haystack. There's something here that you're going to be able to put your finger on and figure something out when I see this big pile of intertwined lights. Okay, and this pile of lights, these twisted lights, is what is the distractor, because you can't find something here, you can't put your finger on something. For some of you, this is to do with a person. And with the release card, right, and 999, like 999 is an emergency number, right? So it's like something that is important. And to a degree, you may even feel like a sense of urgency, like you need to sort this out, like you need to release it. So for some of you here, we're kind of touching a little bit on the end of this year. You're gonna realize some truth about a situation and a person, okay? And this is gonna kind of set your year next year. This is gonna kind of be the foundation because you're going to have a relief here. There's a sense of you having a relief and actually being able to move forward. And also here, like, things are going to get better. And is it Pet Shop Boys? Things can only get better, that song. Things can only get better, yeah. I'm hearing, so this is Christmas. So the thing is here with all these references to Christmas, yes, as I post this video, it's around that time of year, okay, but my readings are timeless. Though, of course, there will be stronger energies that come forward at the time of me doing the reading. Some of you just may really love that time of year, right? You have good associations with it and happy memories, and I see like a green heart here, okay? So also there is going to be healing of the heart here for you next year. So this kind of truth of a situation, a person coming out, can also connect to the healing of the heart, all right? I'm seeing that there's energy of happy gatherings, and I see a frog here, okay? This frog is a good omen here. The frog represents, you know, finances, money, also good luck, but also, you know, happiness. I'm also seeing like a what embodies is very similar to a flamingo, but also birds that do have very tall legs and like a fluffy big body, and they, you know, they stand in the water. So this kind of bird is significant in some way. This can connect to where you are in the world, and it certainly can be flamingos as well, but it's not exclusive to that. I'm just seeing, you know, this bird with long legs and stands in the water. And I'm seeing that this bird is bringing good news to you. There's energy here of approval, and also what I hear, it's specific, is releasing papers. So my disclaimer, this is not legal insight or advice. Though there is energy of legalities, right, in the material world coming forward. So there's releasing papers, signing of those. This bird is connecting to that. And I see a butterfly here. So there is energy of transformation, metamorphosis taking place for you next year. I also hear both three is you becoming who you've always been, yet you're going to be unrecognizable in some way. So there is a physical transformation here I see taking place next year as well. I do have an energy here that some of you, you will be finalizing certain separations, okay? I do have divorce energy coming forward, so that can connect to the releasing, this sense of signing papers, however that came out, because I now can't remember the exact way I said it, but yeah, I'm seeing here that there is significance regarding 6 months, or 6 months into your next year. I see that at that moment, at that period, is when you're going to feel like things are kind of settling, and there will be a finalizing, as if you will receive, you know, a final stamp of approval here. You know, something will be ending officially by the 6-month mark, moving into next year. And I just hear like completely free. You'll be completely free. So keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm seeing 2 people, you know, kissing here. So there is indication of a couple, being in a couple and having that next year, okay? I do see that it's more so a couple energy, not just dating or, you know, something that will be casual. No, this is a couple that are gonna stay together. I'm hearing you'll be like the apple of their eye, vice versa. And apples can also be significant, apple trees. Yeah, someone loves apples. It can be someone in this couple, like they love anything with apples, or yeah, there's an apple tree in the garden. You're going to have an apple tree. You'll plant a kind of fruit tree also. You know, but also the apples represents you know, having more than enough, like having abundance, having also like what you need. How can I say? It's like, to me, they represent having your needs met. So it can also be to do with the type of character this person has, where it's this couple that I see, you know, some of you being in. Like, they'll give you what you need. And it's not to say that an apple isn't, you know, a really amazing piece of fruit. Like, it is. It's nutritional. It can be tasty. There's all these different ways we can cook it, right? Bake it and all this. But it's just, it may look like, okay, 1 apple, right? This person has given me 1 apple, and I'm just using this as a, what do we call it? I don't know the exact English word. What is that? You know, like literature word. Anyway, what I'm getting at is, it may seem like this person is coming with 1 apple, but you don't know this person has a whole orchard of apples. Okay? And they have so much more and so much to give, and a big heart and generous. Okay? And they will be giving all their apples to you. I know that sounds very like, what? Apples? But it's the meaning of them giving, and that also being like abundance, right? But I'm just being given it in this image of apples. We have a big elephant here. So elephant is about protection and good luck. And I'm seeing that this connects to certain parts of the world, and you can be from that part of the world. You're going to that part of the world. This can also connect to this couple energy. One or other of the persons in this couple are from a place in the world where elephants, it's their natural habitat. Yeah, the number 8 can also be significant here, and we know that 8 is associated with the infinity sign. Okay, something that is, you know, ongoing, long-lasting, unbreakable, which is how I'm seeing this couple be, unbreakable couple here. And for some of you, this can already be indicating, you know, it is a couple already going from strength to strength. It's a strengthening of your connection. I just want to add that. It's not the stronger energy, but it is there also. It's not just about new. It's like a new, yes, a new chapter for an already existing couple, right? Growth and progression here. Yeah, and with such a emphasis on Christmas that was coming up, this time next year where you haven't met this person, I'm seeing it be around that time for some of you, okay? So also keep that in mind. That's when you'll meet them. And quite specifically, some of you here can be meeting in the mountains, like you're meeting in a place that's in a different town, and where you already are a couple, you may have met in the mountain, you met in a different town, but it's like when the weather was yeah, it was at Christmas time of the year in those parts of the world, okay? Right, let's get you some cards. Let's see what the cards have to say while your flame goes on for a little bit longer. What else would like to come out? Rider, yeah. There they are, coming towards you. Gallop, gallop, gallop. Let's see what else. Yeah, the letters. And the mountain, yeah. Okay, so a couple of things here. We got news coming from overseas. So for some of you, this can be connecting to the couple energy. All right, those of you that are already involved with someone here, this person can be at a distance from you, but there is going to be a coming together. Now also, this is about family ties, family situations. There is some good news coming from abroad, okay? And I'm seeing that there's also going to be a visitor from abroad, and this is this can be family member, friends here, but family member comes through stronger. And as I say, for some of you where there is a distance with a couple, this person is coming to visit you from overseas. Now also, this is indication that the person, for many of you, is from a different place to where you are, and this is future. They're going to be coming from overseas. Some of you, you can meet this person while you take a short trip somewhere, and you're going to remain in touch. And I did touch on that mountain place and things like that, okay? And we've got the mountain, so hey, double confirmation. All right, yeah. And some of you here, you're going to like weddings next year, weddings and gatherings that will require you to travel overseas, and that's what these are. There's invitations here. It's going to be a busy year for you, like that, in that regard. And also, many of you, it's like you have that space in your life now. You have that space in your life. You're going to have that next year to be like, okay, finally, I've been working hard. I've been getting things together. Now I can actually enjoy gatherings. I've got some money there to, you know, really enjoy that, the money to travel and the money to, you know, be able to be in places that I wouldn't normally be. And it's bringing in new possibilities for you. So yeah, and we've got the child. So, you know, the child itself represents happiness, but there can also be news of new children, like a new child coming into your life, okay? We got the whip, and this is long-awaited news. This will be very happily celebrated. Yeah, because there was a struggle with that, okay? So we had the lily. So there's healing here about children and child. A child, okay. And also this is about healing of childhood and inner child. So next year there's going to be yeah, an emphasis as well on like healing your childhood, healing your inner child, perhaps doing the things that you never got to do as a child as well. Oh, and you got the heart. This is what I was getting. Yes, confirmation. Yes, wow, really very aligned, very nice. loving energy here when it comes to romantic ties, family ties, but also you and how you're going to be treating yourself and loving yourself here. There's a lot of love. So, you know, that's really going to be reflecting around you, and especially when it comes to who you are going to be attracting in. Okay, those of you that are open to that, and that's something that you are, you know, manifesting for yourself, your right person. Okay, very beautiful energy here. Right, let's see. Gonna get you a Moon Oracle card. All right, we've got accept responsibility. Got that again. Let's get another one. Dark side of the moon, mystery. Okay, ooh, I got a little bit dizzy there. What's all that about? Go for it. Yeah, go for it. Reach for the moon. It's like step into the unknown here. And also when it comes to new people, right, in the romantic sphere, consider that it may not look how you necessarily thought it would or should or could, because the mystery, it's like the mystery of life. The mystery, right, of how can things happen at that exact time when I went to that place, this person was there. Give it a chance is what I'm hearing. Like, okay, but look, let me just clarify, because, you know, I only do love readings now in the general sense. When I say give it a chance, I don't mean just give a chance like, oh, it's completely blind chance here, and you're not even thinking about what you want out of it and all of that. No, it's not that. It's like the mystery of, you know, what can show up for you and the what if, right? But still considering the practical side, still considering your standards, your needs, your wants, your desires, right? And also I see that next year you will be discovering, you know, a lot of mysteries. You may be the kind of person that's into, like, you know, I am too. I love it. You know, like parts of the world that there's like things that happen there, you know, places like Mount Shasta and the vortex of the world and just the mystery. So you can also be traveling to those parts of the world where there's like actual mysteries as well. Okay, the Loch Ness. Yeah, so go for it. That's it. Go for it next year. Do it. Do it. Heal. Believe in yourself. Okay, and be open to what can come, and don't necessarily rule out what you thought something would have looked like, especially when it comes to the romantic part of your life. All right, pile 3, that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Bye bye for now.